to our fellow Indian citizens in Israel. This is to assure you that the embassy is working constantly for your safety and welfare. All of us are going through very difficult times, but please do remain calm and vigilant and follow the local security guidelines.
5 days after tension between Israel and Gaza escalated and the Jewish nation declared a war on Hamas terrorist group, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke with PM Modi yesterday, updating him on the ongoing conflict. After the call, PM Modi in a statement said that India stands firmly with Israel in this difficult hour and condemned the terrorist attack. In the meantime, PM also raised concern over the security of Indian nationals stuck in the conflict zone. In this kind of a complicated geopolitical situation, the diplomatic approach becomes most crucial. As the global equations between nations turn complex, the diplomats and in this case the Indian Foreign Service officers become very significant in the scheme of actions. For this current situation, Sanjeev Singla, India's ambassador in Israel, is at the center of all crucial diplomatic decisions and approach India is going to take and has taken towards Israel. It is not only the conflict that has made the situation complex for India, but there are deeper issues to be deliberated on. During the first phase of Ukraine and Russia war, India's only priority was to rescue the Indian nationals. But Israel is not Ukraine. India's approach towards Israel-Gaza Palestine conflict has been very careful and sensitive for reasons. India's foreign ministry is yet to issue a statement while PM Modi's words remain measured. He extended his support to Israel, called the attack as a terrorist attack, but carefully avoided naming Palestine or Gaza. As Iran's role is widely being reported in supporting Gaza and Palestine, India really needs to mind business. As per reports in a leading business daily, India is exploring further investments into the Shahid Beheshti terminal at the Chabar port in Iran as of phase 2 of the expansion plans there. Apart from Iran, India's diplomatic ties with other Arab nations are also evolving. Here comes the role played by India's Foreign Minister Mr. S. Jaishankar and senior diplomats. Extending his greetings to the Indian Foreign Service officers on the Indian Foreign Service Day, the minister said that as India rises in a more complex and unpredictable world, their responsibilities grow by the day. Indeed so. With everything happening around the current conflict, Sanjeev Singla, India's ambassador in Israel, plays a pivotal role. He served 5 years as PM Modi's private secretary right after Modi assumed office in 2014. His peers say that he contributed significantly in shaping India's diplomatic policies and sensitive but careful approach towards Israel-Palestine crisis. Singla, an IFS officer of 1997 batch, is the one holding India's fort in Israel, and his office in Tel Aviv is responsible to manage 18,000 Indian professional students and 85,000 Jews of Indian origin for the past 4 years since October 2019. Among his peers, Singla is known as an expert of Israel and other Middle East countries as he served in Israel before 2014 too. Prior to his appointment as PM's private secretary, Singla served in the Indian embassy in Israel between November 2013 and July 2014. Apart from being in Israel for the longest period, Singla served in various capacities in Indian missions abroad at Paris, Dhaka and Geneva. For context, 1950 onwards, India's foreign policy towards Israel started changing. It evolved through 3 phases, which also include the first phase when there was no diplomatic relations. Post 1992, India's foreign policy towards Israel was formally upgraded and both countries entered into diplomatic ties. After PM Modi's visit to the country, Israel and India started having strategic partnership on several issues, primarily innovation and knowledge. Singla now leads a 7-member team of his officers in the embassy located in Tel Aviv. According to a senior IFS officer, post his visit to Israel in 2017, PM Modi sensed that Israel was going to be a crucial strategic partner for India. Israel has a history of helping India with weaponaries and other related technologies during such high-profile wars. Additionally, the Israel government's defense strategy towards the terrorist groups was very explicit in nature. He predicted that the partnership will evolve into an important one. He wanted an officer with whom he can communicate and who can implement his ideas to contribute to diplomacy to a great extent. That is why he chose Singla.